Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because the NFL rumor mill just dropped a bombshell that could reshape the NFC East and have huge implications for the New York Giants' future. Reports are swirling around that the Minnesota Vikings are open to trading their star wide receiver Justin Jefferson, and the Giants are reportedly among the teams interested in making a bold move. Now I know what you're thinking, Justin Jefferson? That's a game changer for any offense, and especially for a Giants team that's been desperately looking for a reliable playmaker on offense. Let's dive into the details, the potential impact, and what this could mean for the Giants' quest to return to Super Bowl glory. First, let's set the stage. The Vikings, sitting at 5'8" with an $18 million cap hit, are in a bit of a tricky spot. They've been competitive, but are now facing the reality that they might need to blow things up a bit and rebuild for the future, especially on offense. Justin Jefferson has been nothing short of spectacular since entering the league. Since his debut, he's amassed over 500 receiving yards and 38 touchdowns, making him one of the most explosive and reliable wideouts in the NFL. The guy's route running is as sharp as a falcon hunting its prey, quick, precise, and capable of creating separation against even the tightest coverage. His YAC, yards after catch, are elite, and he's proven that he can take over games when needed. Last season alone, Jefferson finished with 64 catches for 810 yards and 12.7 yards per reception in just 13 games, scoring 2 touchdowns. His ability to generate big plays is unmatched, and he's still just entering his prime. Now, the Vikings are reportedly open to trading him for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. That's a significant price, but considering their current situation and the cap hit, it might be a move they feel is necessary. The rumors suggest that the Giants are eyeing Jefferson as a potential game-changing addition. Imagine a Giants offense that already has promising weapons like Saquon Barkley and a blossoming quarterback in Daniel Jones, now complemented by a receiver of Jefferson's caliber. It would elevate the entire attack, giving the Giants a true deep threat and a reliable target on third down. Jefferson's impact on the field is undeniable. His speed and route running make him a nightmare for defenses. Just look at his stats, averaging over 2 yards per route run and improving third down conversion rates from around 35% to nearly 48% when he's on the field. That's a huge boost for any offense. His presence alone can help open up space for other receivers and running backs, making the Giants' offense more dynamic and unpredictable. His projected 200-plus receiving yards and around 8 touchdowns in the upcoming season could be within reach if he lands in New York. And let's not forget, adding a player like Jefferson can be a catalyst for the team's playoff push and beyond, injecting new energy and confidence into the locker room. But why are the Vikings exploring this trade? Well, it's no secret that Minnesota's defense has struggled, especially after losing Kirk Cousins to injury. Their defensive unit is allowing over 6 points per game, and the team might be looking to rebuild both sides of the ball for a serious playoff run with a stronger defense and a more balanced roster. Jefferson, being a young and elite receiver, could fetch a significant return that includes draft picks and perhaps even some cap relief. Reports indicate they're targeting picks, particularly on the offensive line, to bolster their protection for their next quarterback, along with acquiring a young quarterback to develop. Now the Giants, with a 2-11 record and an offense that's been struggling mightily, averaging just 18.5 points per game, are in a prime position to make a splash. Their offense has been plagued by injuries, like Cam Skatibo's ankle injury that has sidelined him for 3 weeks, and overall, they just haven't clicked consistently. Adding Jefferson could be the spark they need to ignite the passing game and bring some excitement back to MetLife Stadium. It's not just about the stats. Jefferson's ability to stretch defenses and make acrobatic catches would immediately elevate the Giants' offensive identity. Think about the possibilities. A quarterback who can reliably throw deep, a wide receiver who can turn short passes into big gains, and a team that starts to look more like a playoff contender. From a strategic perspective, acquiring Jefferson would also send a message to the rest of the league. The Giants are serious about contending, and they're willing to make bold moves to build a roster capable of competing at the highest level. Given that the NFL is increasingly about explosive playmakers, Jefferson fits the profile perfectly. Plus, his chemistry with a young quarterback like Daniel Jones could develop quickly, making the Giants a more potent threat in the NFC. The NFL odds are already reflecting the buzz around Jefferson's potential trade. While the Giants are currently seen as underdogs in the division, adding a superstar like Jefferson could significantly change their trajectory. It could propel them from a team struggling to find consistency to a legitimate playoff contender. And for fans, the prospect of seeing Jefferson lining up in blue and white, making those jaw-dropping catches, is almost too exciting to imagine. He's the kind of player that can change the tone of an entire game, and having him in MetLife could be the spark that reignites the Giants' Super Bowl aspirations. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and trades of this magnitude involve complex negotiations. The Vikings would want a package that makes sense for their future, and the Giants would need to weigh the immediate impact versus long-term strategy. Still, the possibility of acquiring a player of Jefferson's caliber is enough to stir hope among Giants fans that the franchise is willing to go all in for a shot at the Lombardi Trophy. As we look ahead to the offseason, this potential trade is a storyline that will dominate conversations. The Giants are at a crossroads, and adding Jefferson could be the piece that completes their puzzle. It's about making bold moves, trusting the process, and building a team that can not only make the playoffs, but also contend for the title. If the Giants manage to pull this off, it could be the start of a new era, one where MetLife becomes a fortress of excitement and success, and Giants fans finally get to celebrate a deep playoff run with a roster that looks primed for greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So in summary, the potential trade for Justin Jefferson is more than just a rumor. It's a statement that the Giants are aiming high. They know that to beat the best, they need to bring in the best talent, and Jefferson is undoubtedly among the elite. Whether it's a second-round pick or more, the possibilities are tantalizing. Imagine him lining up across from the Giants' other weapons, creating mismatches and making plays that fans dream about. It's the kind of move that can accelerate the rebuild, energize the fan base, and set the stage for a serious push towards the Super Bowl. And I want to hear from you now. What do you think about the Giants potentially trading for Justin Jefferson? Would you be all in? Do you believe that adding such a dynamic receiver could be the missing piece? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants organization. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, rumors, and analysis, so stay tuned for the latest in Giants news. This offseason promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and we're here to bring you every detail, every twist, and every turn. Thanks for sticking with us, and as always, let's go Giants.